right, you guys ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Okay, we're back. I'm being told. Thanks for hanging with us.
Had to take a bathroom break.
Yeah, so you brought down our entire internet connection while doing it.
Yes.
Okay, where were we? We were broadcasting live. We're doing that again. We're still watching our show, Commercial Kings, and we're still talking about it. And I'm going to send out a link so that people know where the show is now.
Yes, and if you still have the other chat open, it would be just a great thing to do for everybody else to go over there and say, hey, go back to the main channel and refresh, and you can watch the show again. Okay, sorry about that. You missed some of our broadcast, even though we didn't broadcast while you weren't there. We wouldn't do that without you.
At this point in the show, you see that we're getting Ryan, the owner of Make Me a Pro Wrestler Pro Wrestling School, to take a fake tooth and spit it out on the mat.
And he tells us that this tooth is actually one of his own teeth. When we just look at it and we're like, that tooth is very realistic looking. He's like, yeah, when the doctor pulled out my wisdom tooth, I asked him if I could keep it because I'm a pro wrestler and I might need it for something.
And, of course, the first thing that the guy says is, no, that's illegal. And then Ryan says, well, you know, I'm a pro wrestler. And he says, okay, is that a threat? And then the guy says, and then Ryan says, no. And he says, well, just in case, you can have your tooth. Or the story goes something like that. I don't know. You'll have to join Make Me a Pro Wrestler Pro Wrestling School in order to find out how true that story is. Second most famous scene in my mind of the whole season.
Second most famous?
Yeah, I'm leaving room for there to be something else more famous that you haven't seen yet.
Is what you're seeing right now. Giggs, the Indian actor.
We met him at the acting school. He was the other character that we found. And we get him to do a testimonial in the commercial. You know, a lot of local commercials have testimonials.
But then we start asking him some... Well, first of all, I asked him, you saw me ask him there, have you ever done a testimonial before? And he basically admits to having done a testimonial for a pyramid scheme commercial, which I would have loved to have seen that. He may have not known what he was agreeing to, I will admit. But then he begins to ad-lib without us asking him to ad-lib, and then we say, well, you know, that's actually really good, perfect for a local commercial, and he begins to ad-lib
He couldn't get through his mind that the name of the business was Make Me a Pro Wrestler Pro Wrestling School. It says pro wrestling basically twice, so that is confusing.
It is a little confusing, I got to admit.
Make Me a Pro Wrestler School or Pro Wrestling School. He wanted to call it one or the other. And when we put it all together, he just thought we were being kind of redundant, which maybe we were, but that's good marketing. That's good marketing. What he ended up saying in the commercial, I think is priceless. You know, you got to watch it a few times in order for it to sink in, I think, but it's priceless.
Carabera. Oh, I was going to give a question.
Go ahead.
We
know Carabera, Mythical Beast. She can ask anything she wants.
She says, going back a little bit, were the wrestlers you were interviewing being serious the whole time? And I think that with every episode of Commercial Kings, there is a little bit of a getting to know you period where people kind of figure out what we're about and what we're trying to accomplish. And they know by the end that, listen, we're there to have fun and we're going to create a crazy commercial. Uh-oh.
Getting a phone call. I don't know who this could be from. It smells like a Grammy Award-winning call.
Put it on speaker.
Hello, you've got Rhett Link.
Dude. Hey, dude.
Hey!
Is this the Richard Marx?
Who would pretend to be me?
I don't know. It said blocked on here. So I know that few people have the ability to come on my phone and say blocked.
Well, I don't want you guys to have my number.
Well, yeah, one of them is Richard Marx. That's you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the one and only Richard Marx, Grammy Award-winning musician who also at least appeared to receive a colonic on television.
Yeah.
I certainly appeared to.
Right.
He's in the house.
Have you guys been back to for your follow-up visits yet?
Oh yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I'm going on record saying that it's not being added to my bucket list, having a follow-up colonic.
Your bucket list?
Yeah.
Well, you've done it. You know, you've had that experience. You know. My colon has an exit-only policy, so I have to stick to that.
and we can respect that.
Okay,
sir.
all right.
We can respect that.
How are you guys doing? You don't call, you don't write. I thought we bonded over this, but no.
We did. No, I got to tell you, that was one of the best three-way.
Put up on the.
Whoa, Take it easy.
Songwriting experiences in a hotel room of my life.
I thought we totally rocked it.
Yeah, I mean, we were just elated that you showed up. I mean, we were like, okay, come to our hotel room, write this jingle with us, and we were telling everybody that it was just like you exceeded all of our expectations in terms of coolness, which
that's so nice. Well, you know what? Back at you in all seriousness, because when I came home, I have to tell you guys, when I came home from that trip, I think I went right from there up to San Francisco for a couple of days to work with a friend of mine, and then I came back home, and my wife Cynthia, she's always asking me how things went and what was it like, and she wasn't asking me much about working with you guys and doing that day. And finally, I said, is there anything you want to ask me about that? Because you haven't even mentioned it. She said, babe, I got to be honest with you, I hate that she went and did that. Why? She said, it's just it's so beneath you. You don't need to be, and she's so protective of me, And I said, babe, all I can tell you is they were really, really funny and really cool guys, and I think, I could be totally wrong, but I think this is going to be really funny. And so the other night, when there was a promo on, and you guys let me know, and the Conan thing and all that, so when she saw the commercial, I haven't seen her laugh that hard in so long. She said, wow, was I wrong? This is just, I think she likes this better than most of my other work, actually.
Okay, we'll take that. So you're saying the first time she saw the commercial was on Conan?
Yeah, well, it's the first time I saw it.
Right, yeah. Somehow I guess it's out of our control. The many layers of, we wanted you to see it in the proper context. And, what better context than Conan sitting there with, like, his chin in his hand, just speechless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you emailed me, Link, that he was having a rough night anyway. So that wasn't a reaction to the commercial. It was just he was having a rough night, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But he did love it. He kept talking to us afterward as you go to commercial break. You don't know if he's just saying stuff just to like seem like he's being friendly, but Conan was legitimately talking about how much he loved all the ads, especially that one. I mean, he was just beside himself.
Yeah, and if you could have been there in the room, I mean, you can hear it on the show, when you're watching it on TV, but the response to that commercial was just overwhelming in the room.
That's awesome.
What did you think about, so basically tonight was the first time you saw the entire episode, like the scene of us writing the jingle and everything.
Yeah.
Is it how you remembered it?
I remember it being really rapid fire and fun, and I was telling not just my wife, I was telling my kids, and I said, you don't understand, it was pretty much every second of it was completely off the cuff, to the point where I didn't meet you guys until camera was rolling.
Oh yeah, and that's one of the things we've been telling everybody is that this show is, we try to capture the authentic process. So it was literally when we opened the door and there you are. That was the first time we met, right there on camera.
Yeah, and you never know how something like that's going to go. So I was, it was really a fun day. You guys made it painless, but it was, it was really funny. And I can't remember everything, but there was probably a whole lot of stuff that you cut out that was probably pretty golden too. But what you left in was funny.
Well, one of my favorite parts was, we show the one, but I think we went through 4 or 5 of your hits and sort of rewrote them for and inserted some kind of colonics reference in there. It could have been a whole show unto itself.
Yeah, I think there's a whole television series in that.
Yeah, right.
Rewriting the Marx hits.
It's the DVD extras.
Yeah, we could do that.
Now, speaking of that, while we got you here, tell everybody about this. What is it? You get the Stories to Tell album, and is that the one where that has a lot of the old stuff, or is that just a completely new and original album, or what are we dealing with here?
No, look at you promoting and helping me promote my record. You gotta love that.
There's millions watching. The pressure's on.
Yeah. The Stories to Tell package it's 3 discs. It's an acoustic record that has mostly a bunch of the older hits completely reworked, solo acoustic, which is kind of the way I've been touring the last year or so. And then another disc that's all the greatest hits, the full production versions. And then disc 3 is a DVD of a concert we did in London about 6 or 8 months ago at this amazing place called Shepherd's Bush Empire. And it was just a really special show, really special crowd and audience. So we luckily had 5 cameras rolling in HD, and it came out great. So that's what that is. And we've got a song that's on the radio right now. In fact, I got to tell you guys a quick story. This is so awesome. The single that's out right now, which is actually in the top 20 for me, I haven't been on the radio in a while, you know. So my son's heard it on the radio. Some friends of mine heard it on the radio. I didn't hear it on the radio until a few days ago. And I'm just flipping the dial, driving my car, and it came on the radio. And at the end of the song, the DJ came on, and he said something like, you know, that was Richard Marx, brand new from Richard Marx, and next up, Lady Gaga. I swear to God, it freaked me out because, you know, for the most part, they go, that was Richard Marx, and next up is that man, there's wind beneath my wings, or something. So it was pretty cool. I was sandwiched between Nickelback and Lady Gaga. I felt pretty good.
Oh,
There
good.
you go.
I think that's what they call an upswing. If Nickelback was first and then Lady Gaga's afterward. But I don't know if you'd be in the middle. Maybe you should come afterward again, my friend. We'll see.
Never know. You never know.
Okay. Well, thanks for calling us, man. We'll keep in touch. Last question. When you saw the commercial, my question was when I don't know if you realized, but we added something going through the colonics tube while you were in the park in post. But Rhett and I had this long, turned out to be ridiculous conversation where it was like, I showed Rhett the poop going through the tube for the first time, and I was like, do you think people are going to notice the first time they see it? Did you notice the first time you saw it?
Did I notice? You mean when he was laying on the table?
No, your tube.
Your tube. In the commercial.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you didn't notice.
No, I sure saw Rhett's poop coming out of his tube.
It's very subtle in the commercial.
In the ad, your tube has a little something going through it.
No, it does not.
Yeah, watch it again.
You got to look pretty closely. At least I thought, but Link seems to think that it's obvious.
Wow. I'll have to go look at the DVR because I'll have to slow-mo it.
Yeah, you'll see it then. Well, next time we have a commercial challenge that has some sort of gastronomical element, or maybe just one that just has that needs a song.
Right.
Hey, but wait a minute. Back up a second. So you did this in post because you guys were nowhere near the table. It was just that very charming lady.
Yes.
Right. The owner of Fountain of Health, Dawn. Yeah. A little Photoshop magic and some Final Cut. A little Final Cut magic.
I'll have to go have a look.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, you guys, are you kidding me? It's an open invitation. Plus, it's on the show. We're starting a band, so.
That's true.
We just need a name.
We got your commitment there, so it's happening.
Yeah, let's have everybody vote for a name for our band, and we'll go out and do some. We'll play every colonic therapy play.
There you go. Okay, chat room. The Richard Marx and Rhett Link band. What's it going to be called? Your suggestions. Welcome in the chat room and on Twitter. #CommercialKings. And don't forget to follow Richard Marx on Twitter.
And on Facebook, it's Richard Marx Music. MarxMusic. Plus the Richard in front of it. All right.
All right, guys. Thanks again. It was really fun.
No, thank you, man. It was amazing. It's something we'll never forget, and we will watch the poop going through your tube whenever we feel down.
It's good to know.
Later.
See you, Richard. Pooh Fighters, Brian writes. One says, Pooh Fighters. Now that's good. That's original.
Oh, I thought that was his username. That's our band title.
Yes.
That's great.
Pooh Fighters.
I really like that.
What kind of music would we make?
Well, we have to follow up the Fountain of Health with a remix first.
What would you do in the band?
Tambourine.
Because we put Richard in the middle and let him sing.
I think Richard should do everything, and you and I should just have some dance moves and like a tambourine and a conga.
Okay.
So we kind of know our role. It's like we're not front and center. We're just we're there, but we're a little further back. We're a little further back. Our funniest videos username suggests the colonic harmonic. It's like, and then when we're on stage, like all three of us can be getting a colonic in harmony.
I'll tell you, Brian Wright's one is clever. His next name is Lady Caca.
Yeah, there's a lot of puns in there.
Wow.
Hey, you guys, make sure that you at Richard Marx on Twitter and like his Facebook page. Let him know how cool of a guy he was for being so cooperative. But thank goodness he listens to us and not his wife when it comes to making decisions about cameos.
Okay, guys, and we're going to begin
Slowing our
winding
roll.
this thing down. Now, I want to say a couple of things, and we can each, because there's no producer that tells us when to quit. We can go on for as long as we want to. But I want to say thank you to everybody who has gotten behind this show.
T Daddy 3000 says our name should be the Poo-Tang Clan, which is a little dangerous.
Yeah.
But I think it's just a play on Wu-Tang Clan.
I don't think you should have said that. But it's okay, because anything goes
Pooh.
here on Commercial Kings Live. It's
There is
live.
no producer. Pooh. Whatever.
Thanks if
like
you've gotten behind this show,
It's a rap group, Rhett.
or you've watched this show,
Mine out of the gut.
you've told a friend about this show, you've told a family member about this show, you've tweeted about this show, you've followed us on Facebook or GetGlue or whatever.
and put
Listen,
our Facebook up there. If
this
you would.
this is a small show. Everybody knows that. IFC is a small network. You
I don't
guys
know
who
that.
like the show, we need you to continue to tell people about the show. The word is getting out there. I mean, this has been a great last couple of weeks being able to be on Conan. This episode tonight got a lot of press because of Richard and the colonics incident. But we want to thank you because, listen, in the same way that everything that we've been doing online for the last few years depends on you tuning in, you telling people about it, the show is absolutely no different. So thanks to those of you who participated in this. We would love to continue this live chat for the next 4 weeks, but we're not going to be doing that because of some changing in the schedule on IFC. But we will continue to live tweet, and of course, there's 4 more episodes.
And I will clarify that the changes in the schedule are not our show. Our show is still 10 o'clock on IFC. If you're in Pacific time, you watch IFC HD, you can watch it at 7 o'clock. So continue to watch the next 4 brand spanking new episodes and continue to tweet and talk to us. Brian Wright's number 1 asks, or he says, you guys will be the Mad Men of IFC. Oh, we would love that. We would love that for for the momentum to continue to gain and for a second season to be ordered. Things are still, we don't know yet. We'll see. Hopefully that'll happen. We love doing the show, and we also love our YouTube videos. We've got lots of stuff in the works for all of you mythical beasts who are waiting for more sketches, more randomness, and more music via our YouTube channel.
Yeah, because
Rest assured, it's happening.
Yeah,
It's
that's
coming.
something else. Lots of people seem to get the impression that because we've got this television show that we're not going to be making YouTube videos, and that's not true at all. We got some in the works. We were writing some music today.
3 different songs.
3 different songs at once.
We were working on 3 songs today, and I wasn't even here.
Yeah, that's true. But listen, so you can help qualm those rumors out there that we're not going to be making YouTube videos because we are. Hey, and if you happen to be watching this from VidCon,
Did you just use the word qualm as a verb?
Yeah, I think so. I did.
When you meant to say calm.
I like to qualm things.
It's meaningless. It's utterly meaningless.
I think Guam's a word.
Well, it is a word, but in the context, it's meaningless.
And Guam is a country. I think it's a U.S. territory, actually.
Okay.
It might even be a state.
Okay. Guam is a word, so I'm going to say, I live in Guam. And then that's going to be meaningful. No, it's not. Think about it.
Is qualm a verb? You can qualm something.
Quell. You can quell things, right? And you can calm things. But I have qualms with using qualm as a verb.
That's what it is.
I have qualms with it.
You have a qualm.
I have qualms with it.
We're going to be at VidCon tomorrow morning. What is the slot? 10:15 or so? I don't know. We're talking about Commercial Kings, telling a quick story about how this became a television show at VidCon. And then tomorrow at VidCon at 10 after 4, there's a mythical meetup. So if you're in the LA area, find your way to the Hyatt Hotel.
Sneak in or whatever.
Yeah, get a pass. Get in there. Join us for the mythical meetup.
Okay, can I wrap this up?
You can.
Okay.
You can qualm it right down.
Let's qualm it. I want to echo Rhett's thanks for watching. This has been fun. It's been a surreal thing. to make a television show, to be able to watch it with you on the internet, and to share it with not only people like Conan O'Brien, but people like you, mythical beasts around the world who are supportive and who get what we're trying to do, and who are, you're part of the process. You're part of the process. And we thank you. Thanks for joining us tonight. There's more to come, people, in many different forms. Keep the faith. Be your mythical best. And let's go out this way. We're gone. Black screen.